Welcome back to the What's New video series for the AtHomeNet Classic Community Website Service. Today we'll be going over the new enhancements that we're releasing for March 2009. So let's go ahead and log into our demo site and take a look at what's new here. I'm going to log in as an administrator. And the first thing I want to cover is that we are dramatically increasing the storage space that we're offering to all of our customers from 80 megabytes to 350 megabytes. So we're more than quadrupling the amount of storage that you can use for your website. And you'll be able to see this reflected in the Statistics menu under Admin. If you go to the Show Site Storage Statistics, you will see the new 350 megabyte limit here, and then whatever amount of space you're using and the available free space left right here on this page. So that should give everybody quite a bit more space to put great stuff on your website. The next area that we're going to cover is the eForms. We've done a number of enhancements to the way that the eForms feature ties to the Task Manager feature. Hopefully everybody's familiar with the fact that you can have your eForms automatically submit over into tasks in the Task Manager feature. And what we've done is change the way that works a little bit for the better, hopefully. We've changed, if you have an eForm that's available on the public side of your website and someone fills that out and it goes into the Task Manager, it used to only pull over the task description would say publicly submitted eForm. Now what we've done is if there is a field called first name and a field called last name on that form, it'll go ahead and grab those two fields and tack the first name and last name onto the end of that task description. So that should give you a little bit more information about at least who submitted that eForm. If it was a privately submitted eForm, in other words, the eForm was submitted from the private side of the website, we now are changing the order in which we display information. It used to show the person's name and then their address, and we've switched that around to show the address and then the name. Hopefully that will let you group these or sort these by and group them by the address, which a lot of communities use this feature for their architectural review committee, and they'll want to group requests by address. So this is how it will show up now. Another request we've had for using this for architectural review committees is to allow multiple attachment fields that come over from the eForm to be usable in the task. So if you have in your architectural review eForm the ability for your residents to submit multiple attachments, it will now show all of those attachments and give you access to them from the task. You'll still get to click here to see attachment up at the top of the task, but if you scroll down into your actual eForm, you'll notice everywhere you let them attach a document or a picture, it will actually have an embedded hyperlink directly to that document or picture. So in this case there were 3 different places they could attach items to their eForm, and we have access to all 3 of those from within the Task Manager. So hopefully that will be helpful for you. And then finally, one last enhancement to the Task Manager as it relates to eForms is you can now control whether or not a new task created from an eForm is automatically set up to allow voting. So if we go in here, this is a new task created from an eForm submission, and we've turned it on so that on this particular website, when a new task comes in from eForms, it will automatically be set up to allow voting. So you don't have to go back in and edit this task and turn on the voting option. It will be automatically turned on. So if you want that in your community to be set up for eForms that go to the Task Manager, all you have to do is submit an email to support and we can turn that on for your website. The next area is in the address book. We've added the number of residents or number of people by category will be listed out to the side of each address book category. So that now conforms, like many of the other features on our website, by showing you the number next to each category. Moving along to the next item is mailing labels. You are hopefully familiar with the fact that now when you go into print or to send an email bulletin, in the past, if you've sent an email bulletin to everybody in your address book by checking this box here, once the send of that email bulletin finished, you would see a hyperlink that would let you create a mailing label file that would let you do a physical mailing to the people who do not have email addresses in your address book. We've extended that a little bit by letting you do that also now if you choose by address book category. So if I pick a particular address book category here and then I say I'm going to send them an email bulletin, it'll go ahead and send it to everybody who's got an email address in that particular category. And then when that email bulletin is finished sending out, if I scroll to the bottom, I'll now see this option to export a mailing label file for just those in that category who don't have email addresses in their profile. So that will let you go ahead and print out labels for those folks and send them a hard copy of whatever you were emailing to everybody else. To go along with this, we've added some options on the email file or the mailing label file, and now we let you control whether the address that's used for that mailing label file is the primary address or the alternate address, or even primary address if it's available, and if it's not available, fall back to the alternate address. So there's some extra options there. You can contact support to change that setting. We'll probably be making that setting available via the settings feature next month, but for now you can contact support and they can make that change for you or give you more information about it. Okay, the next area that we made some enhancements in this month is the login request. We had some requests from some of our administrators that when they go into approve or deny login requests, that they want to be able to change up the text of the email that gets sent out to the resident. So what we've done is just that. We allow you, if you come in here and get a login request and you want to maybe add this person as a new person, it will give you the option down here. Now it's going to show you what it would normally say in the email to your resident, but you can come in and change that up if you want to. And this applies to pretty much all these options. If you're going to deny the request for whatever reason, now you can come in here and change the description that goes out in the email to them, maybe to explain exactly why they got denied. Jumping out of there real quick, the next area is in the site search. The site search will now search the description of documents in your documents feature. It won't search the actual text of the document. That's in AtHomeNet Elite, but now in AtHomeNet Classic it will search the title or the description of the document at least. Another quick one is that the AtHomeNet page editor, which is used across numerous areas of the website. One, for example, here is if you go into announcements, this page editor that you see is now supporting Internet Explorer 8, the brand new Internet Explorer browser that's about to come out. So if you're using Internet Explorer 8, you can now use the AtHomeNet page editor. And then we've made a new menu style option available. If you're using a vertical menu running along the left-hand side, we've added what's called a button style menu. I'm just going to show you some examples of that on existing clients of ours. The button style you'll see is in place here, and what it does is kind of gives you a 3D effect across the entire text. Kind of creates a little button out of the text link and gives it a hover effect when you hover over it, so that's kind of nice. As you notice here, you can employ spacing to break your menu items up into more logical groupings. Or here's another example site. This is Tuxford website. They're also using it. It kind of gives you a 3D push button effect on your menu. So we can do that for you if you're using a vertical style menu. Just give us a call or email support and ask for that option. And then finally this month we've added 3 additional email bulletin templates, and those are, you will find if you go into email bulletins and drop down the select template option, they're the new simple blue, simple green, and simple red, and I'll just show them to you and you'll see why they're called simple. They're just pretty straightforward, plain templates that let you modify the text at the top and put your community greetings in there. So these are kind of more generic email bulletin templates. So we hope you find something useful this month and helpful in these enhancements. As always, we encourage your feedback on these or any other enhancements or bug fixes that you think we need to make. Make sure to email those to support@athomenet.com. I want to thank you for your time and for your business, and look forward to talking to you next month with what's new with AtHomeNet Classic. Thank you very much.